Hello and welcome back to a new part of Teddy's Haven. There has been an update actually about this. And oh wait, is it morning or is it evening? It's morning. Oh. No, it's night. The moon. Okay. There has been an update. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is preparing for the second patch, which is quite exciting. They said there's some visualizations around the shop that's been changed to prepare for a better shop update. And wait, let me check. Indeed, you are apparently able to fly now. Oh yes, you are. You can fly now. Oh, that is so exciting. Look at that, we can fly. I don't think we make it in time over there, but this is honestly quite exciting. And I am excited to see what... Oh wait, this is new. What the future may bring. There's probably a lot going on. The moon is new. I love the moon. The moon is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun to see it all happening. Let's see if there's more we can find right now. Elsha's still there. The trees are still there. Wow. Okay. That is so fun. I am so excited. But yeah, we are back to another episode, and as always, those are just mainly my yapping control. Where's control? Oh. There we go. Pressed the wrong button, that was it. And I am very excited to be like having the chance to play again and just use the time to yap with you guys. I normally make this game into a yapping game where just like chill, harvest, and just enjoy whatever this game has to offer. And you know, what's maybe something that was like, I know last time we had a little bit more casual talk, and this time we maybe go into some deep talks, maybe. I don't know yet, but we will see. There's a lot going on currently in my life, so we are currently doing a streaming subathon, which is exciting. But it's also, you know, as you might can imagine, it's a lot of work going on. And then, you know, for those who don't know, I work at well, it's sort of like an IT company. I work with the internet a lot. Which kind of makes it, you know, the hours are quite weird most of the time. Because, you know, if something happens, you kind of have to be there. I guess everybody who is connected to the internet might know that, hey, if the internet is down, it's kind of a big deal. Especially if you are like, you know, needing to have internet. So yeah, sometimes the hours do be weird and overtime and stuff. Which is fine. But I can feel that, like, you know, sleep is definitely something I do a lot between stream. There's not much I do other than streaming, sleeping, and working. And of course, oh, I'm free!
God, it was so dull in there. Now I'm shiny.
I still love it. Need to free Moppy every time. Yeah. Alrighty then, and here we go. Maybe we should just play. I've been considering to play it more on stream. Maybe I should just do that on Friday. After all, we are in the middle of the subathon where I will be giving away altogether 4 versions of this game when we hit the goal. So it's gonna be exciting. We are like 15 subs away, so currently, I hope that changes soon. I really wanna spread some love of this wonderfulness. Oh. And yeah, I genuinely just really love this game. It's given me a lot of like peace. Like I have my own file that I use while that I use to just like, you know, when I'm chilling, when I'm relaxing and enjoying my time. I am far more ahead in that file than I am in this one. But I'm also really happy that I have this game, honestly. It's not that I'm like, oh my god, this game has changed my life. It's... No, but this game has given me a safe place of some sort, I guess is the right thing to say. It's just very easy minding, crafting like you want to do it. There's no time limit. You don't have to worry about time. You don't have to worry about anything, and you can just do how much you want to. You can also just decide to be like, oh, I don't want to craft. I just want to get things from the shop. Then that's fine too. Nobody will judge you for this. You play the game like you want to. And I think that's the beautiful thing with this game. That it's so very open and so very, oh, you do you. Without anybody ever judging you for how you decide to do it, what you decide to do. And honestly, they have a Discord community too, and the community is so lovely. I'm not there every day, but I am lurking in that community, and it's so lovely. It's just so lovely, and it's a really safe space. How about me lately? I think I've been good. There's been a lot to do, like I mentioned, and currently, you know, mental health is a big thing. I always want other people to feel comfortable with their mental health. I ensure that people are feeling comfortable and happy and positive around me, at least as positive as you can be. Of course, you're allowed to have a bad day. But I'm very big on making others feel good, and I am trying to do that for myself too. I'm trying to focus on my mental health and making myself feel good, even though the days might be a little dark sometimes. Now we're heading into lighter areas, so it's nice, but I can definitely feel that in... When was it? Winter? In October? I was heavily burned out. I had to take time off work because I was so burned out, and I think the first day, like when I got a notice of from my doctor being like, yep, you are, you know, you're on sick leave for now. 3 weeks. Have fun. I think the first 2 days I slept straight. I just slept. I think the first day I slept 17 hours. And then the second day I was also like around 15 hours. I've gotten very into the habit of napping during that. Like, you know, I would wake up and then kind of be awake for like 2 or 3 hours and then go back to sleep. Sleep a little bit more and just like really just try to function, I guess is the right thing to say. It's hard. It was hard. It was really hard for me to get used to going back to work. And I feel like I was scared that, once I get back at work, you have like this stamp being like, oh, wow, you did pretty much nothing and are in sick leave. I was really scared of that. But I was lucky enough that that's not the case. But I can also feel that, it's not something that just, oh, now I'm healed. It's something I will struggle with every day, and it's something I will have to work on every day. Especially as it's, not falling into bad habits again. Trying to build a more sustainable, maybe, I think is the right word, routine. To consider what I need when I need it, to allow myself to take some time. It's hard. I'm not a person generally who likes to take time for myself. I am normally, I live for my community, I live for my work, and it took me a very long time to figure out that that was not something you should do. You should live for yourself, and to realize that is often harder than to continue living like that. So of course I still love my community, but I have gotten very much better to be like, okay, today I need to take a step back, and I don't need to stream every day in order to have my community. Instead, I can do other things like let's plays or just chill in the Discord or stuff like that, because it's just so much nicer instead of trying to force yourself into something and then realizing that you're too exhausted to. We have proper water sounds now. Instead of like realizing that, okay, this is not gonna go well, and then you're kind of like stuck in, oh, we can still walk on water. Neat. Yeah. I am happier, definitely. I'm still have a very long way to go. I realize that sometimes I still fall into old habits, like, that leads to overworking myself, and that habits that aren't as good as they should be. Let's just say that. Where I will sometimes focus more on working rather than, taking care of necessary needs or sleep. Sleep is something that I wouldn't call myself insomniac, but I generally feel like I am missing out of opportunities if I am going to bed. So I try to work it out with myself. And that is like, maybe if you are a person that is struggling with mental health right now, just keep trying. It will be easier. It will get easier. You just need to sometimes do some things that are uncomfortable, that maybe aren't as fun or as nice as you might would wish them to be. But it will be easier, and it's always better to take care of yourself rather than trying to take care of others and then failing because you don't have the strength. Rather than that, just try to take like 1 or 2 steps back, look around and be like, what is it? What is it that I need? What can I bring to the table? And what is it that that person needs? Well, we can do something now that we can fly. Can we fly to that? I want to fly to the crystal. Let's take some time and fly to the crystal. Oh, and of course, the Another important thing is remember to take care of yourself and to love yourself. The things I've heard some of my friends say where I'm just looking at them being like, wait, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to love yourself. And then they're like, nah. It's really just love yourself. It's gonna be fine. You're allowed to love yourself. I know it might be hard. And it's... Okay, we're just flying really slow. I know it might be super hard and it's harsh to hear, but loving yourself, you know... Can I do this? We're slow either way. Loving yourself is not easy. What is that? Is that a tree? That's so interesting. Loving yourself can be super, super exhausting and scary, and in any sense, form, or shape, it can be weird and uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to it. But believe me when I say that loving yourself gives you a new perspective. And I'm not being like, oh, you look in the mirror and you say 3 nice things about you. That's not what I'm saying, but genuinely being able to face who you are. Being like, this is my body. Yes, you can change some things about your body, but you can't change everything. Yes, you can learn to live with things and to just, you know, stand for what you're saying. Don't backtrack on your opinions. Don't let anybody tell you that your opinions are, for example, less worth than anyone else's. No, no, no. Just accept that your opinions are valuable. You are valuable in so much more than words can ever do. And just realize that, you know, you are the main character of your own story. You are a treasure. You are so much more than you may think you are. And that's such an important thing to realize. And I must see, I'm not all the way there either. Like, damn, I still have like a long way to go, considering, you know, that mental health is hard. But I'm slowly and surely starting to accept who I am. I'm starting to accept that, you know, I've made some mistakes in the past. I cannot change those. I wish I could change some of the mistakes I've made. But right now, I need to live with what I've done. And if that's the outcome, then that's just how it is gonna be. I know I can not change the past, but I would say I can prevent the future, I guess you can say. I can prevent that anything that has happened in the past happens again. And that realization has already helped me move forward. So I almost want to say that as soon as you manage to put yourself into a situation and realize that you are starting to progress. Let's just say that you're starting to progress. By accepting yourself, you will realize that yes, it will be hard, but it will be easier for each step. It can be something small. It can be something that, you know, you said something yesterday that was like yucky. Ugh, I shouldn't have said that, you know? Or, oh, that situation happened. Well, oh my god, why did it happen? Like, you know, that you start overthinking and already just saying, oh, well, it happened, is actually a step into the direction of loving yourself, because you start accepting your doings. Oh, is that a heart? It's a heart. Oh, that's so cute. I just want to touch the stone, yo. There's something going on there. I'll see if I can walk up here. Maybe I can walk a little faster. It. Okay, we are going a little faster. We're going a little faster. That's fast enough. Here's the stone. Hmm. Oh no. Falling through. Okay. Was slightly focused there for a second. Woo! Whoa, that's so cool. Let's go up here. I think this is just like, you know, hidden by the... But we're almost here. Almost! We're almost touching the light. Would be so cool if we're getting something when we're touching the light. Well, the star, the crystal. Maybe we can like make a crystal fragment of it. Make it. It doesn't look like it, but it looks so pretty. It looks like so many dimensions.